welcome to the next of our 5-minute flute lessons. Now, if you've been following us so far, you have learnt how to put your flute together, you've learnt how to blow correctly, and you have learnt your first few notes. You've learnt the note B and you've learnt the note A. And today we're going to take it a step further and we're going to learn another new note. And today's note is the note G. So what I want you to do is I want you to find your B. If you remember, your B is your thumb on the back, on the lower key there, and it's the second key down from the top that you put your finger on, and you have your little finger on the first key there on the foot joint, making sure the foot joint bar is going through the middle of the bottom key on the flute. There we go, like that. So that's your position for B. And then we learned A, and our position for A was we missed the next key down and we put our finger on the key below it. So there was a gap between the two. And that was our note A. We're going to take it a step further today and we're going to learn the note G. So we've got B, A, G. So our fourth finger goes on the very next key down. And when you press that key down, it actually presses two keys down at the same time in the middle there. So we've got B, we've got A, and we've got G. So we put the flute in position, and that's our G. So we have B, A, and G. And you need to sort of get used to moving between those notes. And it's easier in some ways to do that just holding the flute. I'm a big believer in when you're first learning or you're first learning a new piece of music, use the keys almost like a dummy play, like that. You can hear the sound coming through the instrument even though you're not playing it, you're not blowing it. You can hear the keys pressing and creating the sound. And then when you are comfortable with moving between those notes, you can then put it in position and blow them. Now on the screen in front of you, you can see the note G written so that you can see what it looks like. The G appears on the second line of the stave, of the treble clef stave. So the bottom line is at the bottom, obviously, we count that as line 1, and then the second line is the next one up, and so it's on the G. So we've learnt the B, which was on the middle line, the A, which was in the space in between, and the G, which is on the second line. Now obviously it's a good idea to get you playing a piece of music to practice using these notes. These notes, the G, the A and the B, I've put into a little tune, and I've made it slightly longer than the tunes we've been doing up till now. We've only been playing 2 bars of music, the equivalent of, I suppose, a bar is like a box, 2 boxes of music. We call them bars. I've extended it this time, so we've got 4. And here's your little tune. So we start on the G and we're just moving our fingers up and down. There's no sort of jumps between. It's just to get you used to moving between B, A and G. So that's our lesson for today, practicing that note G. And remember, when you're playing these notes, perhaps stay seated. It doesn't matter whether you stand or you sit, but at the beginning when you're first learning, usually better to sit. And practice moving between the G, the A and the B. Happy practicing. The music for today's piece and for all of the pieces that we've been looking at through the previous lessons can be found on the Theatre of Music website under Instrumental and Vocal Tuition. Please subscribe to the Theatre of Music YouTube channel, and if you're able, become a member of Theatre of Music via our Ko-fi page. You can see the QR code in front of you and find out what we have to offer for a small subscription each month. It's only through your support that I can create these lessons, and any and all of your support is gratefully received. And if you would like one-to-one flute, clarinet, saxophone, piano, keyboard or singing lessons with me via Zoom or Teams, please go to the Theatre of Music website, www.theatreofmusic.com, and click on Instrumental and Vocal Tuition for more information.